Hi everybody, it's Julien from Chiropractic here with Laura, who's got a little bit of a stiff neck, not really too much going on to be honest. A couple of weeks ago she went over on her right ankle. It's all settled down, but it's just worth checking through, so we'll have a look through that as well. Hopefully you won't really find too much, so good, up you jump. So one of the nice things about the whole Activator protocol is if you don't really find anything, you don't need to adjust anything, and the aim should be to get as close to doing nothing as possible, because there's nothing that actually needs input. So as much as it will tell you where to adjust, it will also tell you where not to adjust. And certainly with my clients here in the clinic that we've been through a course of care, we're doing wellness care, if I'm saying, look, I really can't find anything, they know that is the best thing. That takes a lot of practice to get to that point of being confident enough to go through and test and test and test and test and test, but to be able to leave them alone. Because it feels like we've got these skills, so I'm going to do something to people because that must be the right thing to do. My question stroke challenge would be, is it? Actually, is it better to actually not do anything if there's nothing to do? There we go. Okay. Are they falling off you? Right, okay, yeah, let's do that. So, the Crocs, lovely as they are, a little bit floppy there. So, right, here we go. We've got, these are regulation activator adjusting boots, I think they call them. I'm very fussy about these in the sense of how I put them on. Make sure you get them nice and tight on the heel. And that first strap, I do go on pretty tight. Somebody's complaining about a sore ankle. Well, it's nice because you can take the boot off and on, but also just be nice to them. You know, make sure when you put it on that they are comfortable, because they won't tell you. Is that okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Laura, rather interestingly, has incredibly floppy ankles, and so the finger along to stabilise is super important, because without it, I get that. Yeah. So I've got to come up, and to get that V position, so I'm looking down the V, lining up S2 with the EOP, you've got to get that controlling finger in really quickly. Yeah, otherwise it goes wrong. Okay. Not a lot in it. Bit of a right, if anything. Good, you know. Laura saying she hasn't been adjusted for a couple of weeks. We're certainly not at any crisis point, although I'm definitely picking up a lateral tibia, and the first part of that is an adjustment on the foot. Onto the cuneiform, and then we're coming into the centre of the lateral knee. Okay, squeeze knees together and let go. Right hand up behind your back. That last two adjustments level things up nicely. Swap your hands around. Both hands up behind your back together. So I will go and check some other pelvic tests later on. Both back down by sides, but there's clearly no obvious rotation ASPI, so just move on. Right hand up by your face. There we go. Big deep breath in. Nice clear T12 on the right there. Left hand up as well. And both back down by sides. T12, I tend to go from 4 and count up from number 4. 4, 3, 2, 1, T12. Clearly feels more pointy, whereas the numbers feel blade-like. Bottom attachment for the trapezius. And a real force pivot point between the thoracic and lumbar spine. So there's a very good reason that T12 is on the essential scan. Just turn your head to the right. Lift the right shoulder up off the couch and back down. Shrug both shoulders up to your ears and back down. Was there a hint of something there at T4? Squeeze the right elbow flat against your side and let go. Squeeze the left elbow into your side and let go. So just holding on to that T4, shrug your shoulders up and roll them back. Continue with the basic scan. Head back into the centre. Lift up your head, back down. Do that again, lift up your head and back down. So go into position 3, so past the 90. Can you see there's a slight drop on that right side there? So that's an inferior C5. Probably not that subtle. It might look on the camera, but actually pretty obvious in real life. Tuck your chin down to your chest. I'm going to do this set in 1 because an inferior adjustment on the C5, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's fairly sensitive, isn't it? Head back into centre. It looks as if I was coming straight down on it. I'm kind of allowing for the curve of the neck. I just want it to be effectively anterior superior. But I'm allowing for the curve of the neck there. Lift up your head and back down. Proper. Tuck your chin down to your chest, back to centre. Push face into the couch and let go. There we go. Turn your head to the left. Head back into the centre. So just have that question mark over T4. Turn head to the right. Lift right shoulder up off the couch and back down. Can do a deflect to pick up a facet. We'll pick up in. There you go. We'll pick up in up to about T1. Head back into the centre. So it looks like a T4 facet. There's actually a specific T3-4 test. So palm of right hand up onto the back of your neck. Okay, that's the superior scapula. Worth just checking. Now lift that elbow up off the couch and back down. I saw through the bottom of my glasses there. Right leg suddenly, boom, shot up. And wow, okay, arm back down by side.
The legs felt weird then.
Legs felt weird. There we go. T3-4 facet. Come across the angular scapula. Come across fine 3 and 4. Transverse process of 3 is there. Anterior superior AS for the first one, and then anterior inferior for the one that makes them say ow. You're trying to open up that facet joint. Movement's around about 2 going on 2 and a bit mil, so that's a 4 mil gap, and yeah, that's very obvious. So palm of right hand up onto the back of your neck, lift that elbow up off the couch, back down, and go back. And check. It felt good to me. I wouldn't normally, but yeah, there we go. Arm back down by side. Okay, so back to the right ankle. Superior calcaneus. There we go. Fell at the first there. Superior calcaneus. So adjustment point. A superior calcaneus can be. I pulled me Achilles tendon, because the attachment point, the adjustment is right on that attachment there. So, yeah, okay. Stress test for the talus, stress test for a dropped arch. Oh my word. Okay. So, coming along to the proximal first metatarsal, right in there. It's tender in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. There's 2 points. And then onto the cuneiform. Super tender. One I personally get and get adjusted quite regularly. Oh, it's up there with exquisite pain, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. I'm going to do that for long and get away with it. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of lateral ankle sprain, definitely worth checking. All things distal fibular head, anterior, posterior and inferior. If you get nothing, which I did, check the other end, and there is a very, very clear anterior proximal fibular head. So, there we go. Good. See how we get on that. And so the nice thing about that particular going through there, that was for somebody who's really saying I'm basically fine. So it's not about pain. This is about performance function. This is about operating at a high level. This is about wellness care and nipping things in the bud before they become problems. Because prevention is better than cure, isn't it? So see you next time.